People wonder why we hang on to old things. Well, in the case of the Grand Movie Theater, it was the last of the five movie theaters that was downtown, the old style movie theaters. And it wasn't a big tin box. You didn't have movies playing next door to it that the sound would bleed over into your theater. The Grand was neat. You could walk in, and we always was going to sneak into the upper balcony, and because it was closed off for some reason, and we never did. We None of our plans ever came about. I just wanted to go up and see what the balcony looked like, and the restrooms had these vending machines. I don't know why we thought that was so neat. And the popcorn was popping and all that. But you could go in halfway through the movie. It was too cold to walk around downtown Steubenville. So in the wintertime, you would go in, and it wasn't uncommon to go see the last half first, and you waited for the movie to come around, and you watched it over again, or you watched it up to the point where you came in. You were allowed to sit there all day if you wanted to. I was shocked when the more modern theaters opened up, and we were sitting there, and at the end the lights came up and the usher came and was throwing everybody out. We had never seen anything like that before. In the early 70s, you really didn't have much in ways of entertainment, not as much as today. On Thursday night, we couldn't wait to get the newspaper and tear it open, and there was the movie listings, because you went to a movie every week. If you wanted to see a movie as it was intended, you had to see it at a movie theater. We didn't have VHS tapes or DVDs yet, and later on, HBO came out, and they promised to show us movies like they were at the theater. And they lied. They had to pan and scan them and get them to fit the square TV tubes. And back in the 70s, your parents controlled the TV. You had one TV. And if you wanted to see Chico and the Man or The Odd Couple or whatever, you had to convince them why they wanted to see it too. And if the network got a hold of a movie, they showed you the edited version. They cut out scenes to get it to fit the time. Everybody kept saying, "oh, spit," a lot. There was all these dubbed versions. And so the only way you ever got to see a movie the way it was intended, the way the director wanted you to see it and the cinematographer wanted you to see it, you had to go to a movie theater. Occasionally, on a rare occasion, somebody would get their hands on a print. I saw American Graffiti at Ohio Valley Hospital. But for the most part, it was going to the Grand Movie Theater and seeing these movies. We spent our childhood at the Grand.